Richard stands in Lily's bedroom, his heart racing as he watches her rummage through her closet. He can't believe he lost their basketball bet, and now he has to face the consequences. This is going to be so much fun. Lily giggles, stepping over piles of clothes scattered across her floor. Any idea what you want to wear? I don't know, Richard replies, feeling completely out of his element. My own clothes would be preferable. No way, Lily answers with a mischievous smile that makes her eyes sparkle. You lost the bet fair and square, which means you're mine to dress up for the party tonight. She taps her chin thoughtfully. I'm thinking maybe some heels and a cute dress. Oh, please, Lily. Richard groans, watching her pull out several pairs of intimidatingly high stilettos. Be nice. Nothing too girly. She repeats with a smirk, picking up a sparkly blue dress from the floor. What about this one? She holds the thin fabric against Richard's body and studies him carefully. Do you think you'd fit into this? Richard mumbles, unsure how to respond to such a question. Now Lily decides, tossing the dress aside. We need something that will make your shoulders look narrower and your hips wider. Something effortlessly feminine. Richard rolls his eyes as Lily begins digging through another pile of clothes. Yes, she exclaims triumphantly, holding up a soft, flowing skirt in a dusty rose color. This is perfect. That. Richard questions, eyeing the garment skeptically. It looks like something a fairy would wear. Lily stops and puts a hand on her hip, thinking for a moment. Shame, I don't have fairy wings. That would have been adorable. Holding out the skirt for Richard to take, she continues searching through the piles. I have the perfect top to go with that. She explains, tossing garment after garment over her shoulder. Seconds later, she lifts a cream-colored blouse into the air like she's discovered buried treasure. This one is perfect for you. It's going to look so cute. Richard looks at the delicate blouse with its subtle lace trim and frowns. Turn that frown upside down, Lily teases, holding the top up to Richard's chest. This is going to be amazing. Try being in my position, Richard replies, crossing his arms to block her from pressing the blouse against him. Would you be excited about this if you were me? Yes, Lily answers, rolling her eyes dramatically. I'd be thrilled about wearing such a cute outfit and showing off at a party. It's just clothes, Richard. Her words hang in the air for a moment, making Richard pause and think. Are you saying I might look good in this? He asks, not knowing whether to feel complimented or embarrassed. Lily tilts her head and studies him, her expression softening. I think you might surprise yourself. Then she points toward her bathroom. Now, go shave your legs and arms, will you? There's lotion and a razor in there. Knowing he wouldn't hear the end of it if he backed out now, Richard does as he's told. In the privacy of Lily's bathroom, he carefully shaves, feeling the strange smoothness of his skin afterward. It's different, but not unpleasant. As he's patting himself dry, he notices some undergarments laid out on the counter, a bralette and some feminine briefs. Lily, he calls out, picking up the lacy bralette. Are you expecting me to wear these too? Yes, Lily answers through the closed door. Hurry up. I still need to do your makeup. Awkwardly, Richard slides on the briefs, which fits surprisingly well, and then struggles with the bralette before finally getting it in place. Richard, Lily calls impatiently, what's taking so long? Standing in Lily's bathroom in just the undergarments, Richard feels strangely vulnerable. I don't want you to see me like this, he admits, his voice smaller than usual. There's movement outside, and before he can protest, Lily pushes open the door and looks directly at him. Her face lights up with delight. You actually look really nice, she says softly, handing him the rose-colored skirt. Yeah. Richard mutters, quickly taking the skirt and stepping into it, grateful to cover himself. As Richard adjusts the skirt around his waist, Lily helps him into the cream blouse, her fingers nimble as she buttons it up and adjusts the fit. The fabric feels cool and light against his skin, different from the stiff cotton t-shirts he usually wears. Perfect, Lily says, stepping back to admire her work. Now sit down. She guides him to her vanity stool and produces a shoulder-length auburn wig. Stay still, she commands, carefully placing it on his head. With expert hands, she brushes out the synthetic hair and styles it, framing his face in a way that softens his features. Before Richard can even prepare himself, Lily is applying makeup, foundation, blush, eyeshadow, all with swift, confident motions. She finishes with a swipe of rosy lip gloss. "Best I can do with the time we have," she says, capping the lip gloss and stepping back to admire her work. Richard turns to the mirror and gasps softly. The person staring back at him is someone he barely recognizes, not entirely himself, but not entirely a stranger either. There's something in the reflection that feels oddly right, like discovering a part of himself that was always there but hidden. "I don't even recognize myself," he whispers, touching his cheek gently. "I look like someone beautiful." Lily finishes for him, her voice warm and sincere. "Because you are beautiful, Richard, in more ways than one." Standing up from the vanity, Richard notices the low-heeled sandals Lily has chosen for him. They're not the stilettos he feared, but pretty sandals with delicate straps. "Do you think I can walk in these?" he asks, picking them up. "They're only 2 inches, you big baby." Lily laughs, now applying her own makeup. "And they're the closest I had to your size." Richard carefully steps into the sandals and stands taller but less steady. Taking a tentative step, he looks at himself in the full-length mirror. The person he sees looking back is graceful, pretty, and somehow both foreign and familiar. "This is so weird," he says softly, adjusting to the sensation of the skirt swishing around his legs. "Weird bad or weird good?" Lily asks, genuinely curious as she applies her mascara. Richard considers the question, studying his reflection. "Just different. I never thought I could look like this." "Different can be good," Lily says, coming to stand beside him in the mirror. She's wearing a simple black dress that contrasts with Richard's softer outfit. "You know, for someone who complains so much, you make a really pretty girl." Richard feels his cheeks warm beneath the blush Lily applied. "It's just the makeup and stuff." "No," Lily says firmly. "It's you too. The way you're standing right now, the way you're looking at yourself, you're not just wearing these clothes, you're feeling them." Richard realizes she's right. Without thinking about it, his posture has changed. His movements have become more fluid. He feels different, lighter somehow, as if a weight has been lifted. "So," Lily says with a playful smile, "what should we call you tonight?" "You can't go to the party as Richard." Richard thinks for a moment, looking at his reflection. "What about Taylor?" "Taylor," Lily repeats, nodding approvingly. "I like it. Similar enough that you'll respond naturally, but different enough to fit." She gestures at his transformation. "All of this." "Do you really think I can pull this off?" Richard asks, nervousness creeping back in as he thinks about facing other people. "I know you can," Lily says, squeezing his hand. "And anyone who doesn't see how amazing you look needs their eyes checked." She pauses, then adds more softly, "Besides, this isn't just about winning a bet anymore, is it?" Taylor looks at himself in the mirror one more time, taking in the auburn waves framing his face, the subtle shimmer on his eyelids, the way the blouse and skirt create curves he never knew he could have. "No," he admits quietly. "I think it might be about something else too." As they head for the door, Taylor takes a deep breath. "I'm ready," he says, and for the first time since this began, he actually means it. Lily grins, linking her arm through his. "Then let's show the world the beautiful Taylor." And together, they step out into the night, toward whatever discoveries await.